Welcome again. We'll start with the final set for the IAS 2017 CSAT paper 2. Now the first question among the last set, you have again the passage based question. Now the first passage talks about the resource based conflicts which are due to the climate change, and it says the core essence is here that the environmental issues contribute to the stress and the resource stress and the political conflict. So you have the second line which conveys the complete meaning. So the correct answer here would be C. Now the next question, this talks about how a person who is can work around his problems in two ways. Either he can go and approach a person who does not have a strong opinion, or he can go and approach a person who can resolve it firmly and then help him execute the ideas. So the keynote is we should first consult wisely and resolve the ideas firmly. So A would be the correct answer. Some of the students got confused with D. However, achievement orientation is not mentioned in the passage, so D cannot be the correct answer here. Now next question. This passage talks about the climate change and the impact of the climate change on the Arctic wildlife. So it says that this climate change would affect the survival of polar bears which stand on the top of the food chain. So you have other statements which explain the idea, but they do not mention about climate change. So B and C cannot be the answer. The only correct answer here is D, that is climate change poses threat to the survival of polar bears. Now the next question here is, this question talks about the problems of open defecation, and the passage is trying to explain that this problem, there should be kind of septic tanks and manual scavenging should not be the final problem. So that is the key idea that they are trying to convey. So B would be the correct idea. So people have to perceive pit emptying as clean and not polluting could be the only correct options from these. However, it's not exactly the exact correct answer for this passage, but still from the given choices, B would be the most suitable choice. Now the next passage talks about the GDP, and it says the GDP is not a right measure to explain the inclusive growth. So from the choices you have which would be the most crucial inference. So growth driven by GDP only is neither desirable nor sustainable would be the correct answer. Now next passage talks about the young people who are entering into the economy. However, the key idea is here that nearly 93% of the labor force in India is working in the unorganized sector. So the idea is to go for labor reforms which can make optimum use of the labor productivity in India. So you have B as the correct answer here. Now next question is, the idea that is thrown here in the passage is, if you go on to the last line and the first line, you will understand it very well. It talks about that we need not to have the complete freedom from the obligation to the work. That means it should not be 100% leisure nor 100% work, and you have, the question is how to settle. Question is to settle how much leisure you can afford. So there should be a kind of balance between the leisure and work. That is the key idea that the passage is trying to convey. However, some students got confused with A, that work is essential, but these two lines clearly explain that there is a kind of balance that is being asked about in the passage. Now the next passage, it talks about there is no harm in cultivating habit if it is not injurious or if it is good, because once you have an habit, the things become easier and they automatically help you work around that phenomena. So the author suggests that habits make it easier for us to live. So C is the correct answer here. Now next two questions are based on this statement. So this is a kind of a simple form of the syllogism problem. So here we can understand you have a circle X and you have Y which is an element of X, and Z which is an element of X, and Y can be either outside this or could cross it. We are not sure, it's not mentioned. The key idea reading this passage is the supporters of the party X who know and support Z are there, and there is no one supporter who has agreed for alliance with party Y. So that's the key idea that the passage is trying to convey. So from the given choices you have B as the correct answer, that is there should be at least one supporter of party Y who knew some supporters of party X as a friend. So that's mentioned in the second line itself. Now the next question based on the same passage talks about, now here read the question very carefully. It says which of the statements are not correct. So if you have not read the word not, that's a big problem. So the first statement is some supporters of party X knew Z, some supporters of party X knew Z, that is correct. So there is at least one person that lies here. So some supporters of party X who oppose Z campaign strategy knew Z is incorrect because we do not know about the supporters who oppose it or the people who oppose it, and no supporter of party X supported Z campaign. That's not correct because there should be at least one supporter here. As we know, there is at least one supporter here. So you have 1 as correct and 2 and 3 is incorrect, and since the statement is asking which is incorrect, the answer would be 2 and 3, that's B only. B. Now the next question is, this question you have to calculate the minimum possible working days. Since you have to calculate the minimum possible working days, what's important here to understand is, let's take the month with the least number of days. So we take February with 28 days. Now in 28 days there would be 4 Sundays, 7 4s are 28, so there would be 4 Sundays, and you have second and fourth Saturday, so 2 Saturday. So 28 minus 2 would be 22, sorry 28 minus 6, 4 plus 2, that's 6, so that would be 22, so the answer would be 22. Now next question is again a very direct question. Every year you have 1/3 of the population that migrates. So let's consider in the first year it was X, so X minus 1/3 X, so the second year it was 2/3 X. Now how much population would be, after first year it would be 2/3 X, after second year it would be 2/3 of 2/3 X, and so on till 6th year. So 2 by 3 raised to power 6 would be the correct answer. So it would be 64th of 729th part. So D would be the correct answer. Now this is again a very interesting question. Here you have 4 positions that are open. Now the only 2 things that we can comment here is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chemistry is conducted exactly after 2 tests. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So chemistry should definitely be here, that's for sure. Then physics is held before the test which is conducted after biology. So physics is held before a test which is conducted after biology, or physics is held before a test which is conducted after biology. There could be either of these options, but in both these cases physics and biology cannot be towards the last because after them there should be at least one test. So the last would definitely be mathematics. However, 1 and 2 positions could be interchanged. So you have the last test would be held would be mathematics, that is C. Now next, this is again very interesting. Sum of A and B is more than the sum of C and D. So let us start solving it here. You have A plus B which would be greater than C plus D. Again I say A plus C is equal to B plus D, and I know A is equal to half of B plus D. Since A is half of B plus D, I can say C would also be half of B plus D. That means A is equal to C. Since A and C are equal, I can say B would be greater than D. So whose income would be highest would be B. Now next is, you have a statement here, good voice is a natural gift but one has to keep practicing to improve and excel in the field of music. Based on that, can we conclude that natural gift needs nurturing and care? We cannot conclude that because we are talking only about music, we do not know about other natural gifts. So 1 is incorrect. Even though one's voice is not good, one can keep practicing. So we cannot comment about a person with bad voice because that is not mentioned in the statement. So 2 is also incorrect. So neither of the conclusions follow. So D would be the correct answer here. Now this is again very interesting. Now when a person is jumping and he has 40 chance to reach the top, after every chance he slips. So let's take A, B and C. Now you have different pillars. A climbs 6 and slips 1. So the net gain would be 5. B climbs 7 and slips 3. So the net gain would be 4. And C climbs 6.5 and slips 2. So the net gain would be 4.5. Each of them are given 40 chance. Now at the 40th chance they would stay on the top. So they would no more slip. So what you need to do is you need to multiply these values by 39, and then for the last chance what you need to do is you need to add the original jump. So after 39 chance, in the last jump they will directly jump, they won't slip because they are on the top and there is no more probability to slip. So you would add 6, you would add 7 and you would add 6.5 in this case, and then you derive the various values. So you would have B which would have the least value. So 4 into 39 plus 7 gives you 163. So 163 would be the correct answer. Again a very good question. The next question writes a certain advantageous conditions of social well-being which is indispensable to true development of good citizen. Now here two things are advocated. First is condition of social well-being, and that could be obtained by development of the citizen. That means you are talking about both the issues, social as well as individual. So right aims at both social and individual good. So C would be the correct answer here. Now next question, 15 students failed in a class of 52. So how many students passed? So the number of students passed are 37. Now after removing the names of the failed students, a merit order list is being prepared and Ramesh is 22nd from the top. That means out of these 37, how many are below Ramesh? 21 are below Ramesh. Ramesh is 22nd. So how many of them are above? Ramesh is 22nd from the top. So 21 are below and you have 15 below that. So you would have his position from the bottom. So from the top he is 22nd, that means there are 21 people above him, and from bottom there are 15 people who are below it, that means his position from the bottom would be 16th. So 16th, C would be the correct answer. Next question, A plus B means A is son of B and A minus B means A is wife of B. So P plus Q minus R means, so I can simply say P is son of R who is wife of Q, that means Q becomes the father of P. So you have Q is the father of P, C would be the correct answer. And then the very last question, here you have Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. Now let's start with Gopal. The initial cost was 100. He sold the phone to Ram at 110. So 10% of 100, I would add to 100 and that would come to 110. Now Ram sells it back to Gopal at 10% loss. So 10% of 110 is 11. So 110 minus 11 would give you 99. So Ram sells it back to Gopal at 99. Now Gopal initially sold it for 100 and now got it for 99. So how much gain is there? There is a gain of 1%. So gain of 1% Gopal will accrue. So you have C as the correct answer. So with this we finish the final set for the IAS CSET. In the upcoming lectures we will be working and focusing on the mains. So we will be working on more lectures with art and culture, ethics, and then we would be definitely doing topics on general studies, and we would be focusing on the optional geography as well. You can definitely subscribe for any further updates. Have a good day ahead.